Yo, I'm rolling. Everybody, yo, what's up? This is Sante. Thought I'd come to you real quickly and talk about um, life. You know what I'm saying? It's something that we all have. It's something that we all enjoying right now. Some of us is enjoying it a little bit better than others right now. But excuse me, um, life. We all got like different outlooks on life, and we all got different ways of expressing our life's goal or mission or whatever we're trying to do. Make you think life is like fleeting, it's fast, it's quick, and we never really like pay attention to the stuff that's really important to it really ain't here no more. I'm one that's guilty of it, you know. But today, you know, you ever have one of those days? It's not a really melancholy day. It's just more of a day that you just you did what you had to do during the first part of the day, and then you kind of just retrospective. I've been retrospective for a whole week, and I've been not lazy, but more. What's the word? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you know. Maybe you know how that feeling is. It's a word for it. I ain't gonna say it's undescribable, but it's a feeling where you just more a base. That's the word. A base. Just you know what I mean? You ain't high, you ain't low, you just right there jabbing in the middle. That's where I've been for like a week. Really haven't got anything done. But sometimes you need those types of days or weeks where you can really just put things in order in your mind and look at things in a totality. Like what you're trying to do with your life and who you spending your life with and what you really like spending your time doing. And then you start to sometimes ask yourself, is it worth it for how hard you stress over it or how hard you work maybe at your job or your career or your own business, and sometimes you just like wondering, I mean, like, is it really like worth it? I mean, we all have these feelings, you know what I mean? We all have these types of thoughts. And yo, man, I come to the conclusion, well, I've been through this, but sometimes more perspective, thought training, man, don't nothing matter. You know what I'm saying? Nothing matters to me. Only what I do for God matters. That's it. I care about what I'm trying to do career wise and make myself happy. You know, it's all about what I do for God that matter. And it comes down to just simple, plain as that. As much as I like to do what I like to do and make a little money here and there, doing this and doing that, and pursuing, certain uh, goals. In the grand scheme of those things, man, it don't matter. But I do say you don't waste your talent just because those things. When I say the grand scheme of things, they don't matter because your eternal resting place. You know what I mean? When you start thinking on that level, you start to realize what matters and really doesn't matter. Will we stress ourselves over or will we stress each other over? And we find out like these things really don't matter. Only what we do for God matters. I'm not saying stop what you're doing because I'm not about to stop what I'm doing. If anything, put in more perspective to make me do better. You know what I'm saying? Or wiser and more cognizant of my time. You know. And the only reason I say that is because I always say this, man, I'm telling you, people, I always say this, and I always used to say this to people, we have a 50-50 chance of making it. We have a 50-50 chance of making it to tomorrow. We don't know what like tomorrow gonna be. You know what I'm saying? One day you're here, the other you're not. One moment you're healthy, the other you're ill. I got a song that talks exactly like that about those situations. And that's why you gotta like maximize your time. in a way that's going to give glory to the Father which art in heaven. That's it. Because on our judgment day, we're going to be asked about what we do with our talents and our time, but moreover, how we treated each other. How did we represent him? And that's what matters. The Bible has a passage, what is it, Corinthians? Well, I remember like 20 years ago, I started this job. No, let's take that back, 18 years. I started this one job, and every day at lunchtime, I used to sit and read the Bible, and it became my favorite passage. But it said, you can have love. I mean, you can have all these things. You can have basically all the riches and talents and this and that and this and that. But without love, you're nothing but a clanging cymbal. You're nothing but a beating drum, basically. You're just a person that's making a bunch of noise to the world, and people look like you're doing something, but you ain't really doing nothing. And to God, you like, because you don't have that love in your heart for him. You don't have that spirit of him in you, pure, then you ain't nothing. You're absolutely nothing. And you're just a clanging cymbal. I don't know, I know this might fall on the ears of people that don't even believe in God, or they believe in some other type of stuff. I mean, I believe in God the Father, the Father of the universe, Christ, Father. You know what I'm saying? The Most High. Now, I know Allah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't putting nothing against all, but none of that Allah over here, none of that Buddha, none of that Scientology, none of that Egyptology junk over here. You know what I'm saying? It's just strictly God the Father. You know what I mean? And I ain't trying to, cut into nobody's word or what they believe in, but it's only one God, and everything else is nothing. Nothing. So, regardless of what your life plight is, or your mission, or your goal, or your stature, if it's not coming from a pure place, and it don't mean stuff. It don't mean stuff. I was about to say something else, but this one I'm trying to keep kind of clean. You know what I'm saying? But it don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing, man. We all got a 50-50 chance of making it. And that's what it come down to. So that's all I wanted to say today. And, let y'all be at peace. Take advantage of your time, but whatever you do, make sure that you give God the glory for it. And thank him for the strength and the ability and the wisdom and the knowledge to be able to do the things that you want to do. Regardless if you have a little aches and pains or sickness or no friends, lonely, no companion, man. Those are things that sometimes can just really roadblock us. Those are the things sometimes that can really turn us around from what he's trying to convey. And through you, maybe you can be the vessel of help. So like the things I like to do, or the things that I do, music and photography, videography, primarily videography and photography, that I use as a monetary tool, and hopefully expanding and making it big or whatever. Hopefully, moreover, I just hope God, bless it to where it's inspiring. As much as I want to just have that to be primarily my go-to gig, and I don't do anything else, I primarily just want it to be to the glory of God. That's all, you know what I'm saying? So keep God first, family second, and you third. In that order, you should never be last, because the last is always made first. Hope you got something out of this. I just coming from the heart. One love. Peace.